As Wall Street Journal sports reporter Rachel Bachman wrote in her story this morning, this probably isn't Nick Saban's week to appreciate irony after Saban's Alabama Crimson Tide lost to arch rival Auburn on a play for the ages Saturday. The upset left us with this. The Southeastern Conference finally might have cannibalized itself out of a national title. Ben Cohen joins us to talk about what was we're going to see the highlight of that play for probably 25, 30 years.
Forever,
yeah,
maybe.
Forever.
It's
right.
the equivalent of like Duke, Kentucky, the 1992 NCAA tournament, that shot that
Right,
gets
the Christian
replayed.
Leitner shot. That
Yes,
we still
every
see.
year,
yes.
every
right,
year.
Right.
This will be the same.
So Auburn, last play in regulation, field goal goes short. Auburn guy returns it 110 yards, right, for the touchdown. Huge upset. Number 4, number 1 screws up everything.
In the biggest rivalry in the country, no less.
Right.
And yes, it basically, right now, it looks like it may have cost the Southeastern Conference its 8th national championship in a row.
And why is that?
Because Alabama was number 1 in the country, followed by Florida State and Ohio State, and Auburn cost Alabama the chance, and Florida State and Ohio State are now number 1 and number 2. And if both win this weekend, they're going to play in the national championship.
And Auburn was number 4, right?
Correct.
Correct.
And they're number 3 now. So they need Michigan State to beat Ohio State.
Now, why do they only move up 1 spot? I mean, they just beat
because they have one loss.
Spectacular.
They have one loss still.
So they only move up 1 spot.
Right.
So now, who's got the best chance at the title?
Probably Florida State. Florida State was going to give Alabama a run anyway, and now Florida State is the best team in the country playing a team that's not Alabama. So the odds are still on the Seminoles to win the national championship at this point.
How big is this schadenfreude surrounding Nick Saban? I mean, this guy, unbelievably successful coach, but not the most liked guy on the planet.
Correct, and may have cost them the game. I mean, this was his folly in some ways. Didn't coach the best game, especially at the end of the game, and that may have cost him a 3rd national title in a row and 4th of the last 5 years. So yeah, I don't think he is appreciating irony this morning, and I don't think people are feeling too bad for him either.
Does Auburn, 2 questions. Do they have a shot at the national title yet? And do they care? Because what happened on Saturday is something those players, it was amazing. It was one player, I saw that, I didn't see it live, but I saw the replay. Even the players on the sidelines were amazed by what they had just seen. Do they really care about the national title after what just happened?
Yes, they do have a shot. I mean, Auburn's athletic director after the game was already politicking to get into the national championship, saying at one point that it was un-American if the winner of the SEC with 1 loss after beating Alabama doesn't get into the national title. And they do have a shot. Michigan State could very much beat Ohio State. And if Auburn beats Missouri this week, and if that happens, then they would slide in. The other thing is that the team that no one's talking about is Missouri, because if Missouri beats Auburn and Michigan State beats Ohio State, Missouri gets in. So forget about Alabama and Auburn. That could be your SEC champion right
You just
there.
Confused the hell out of me.
I know. There's a lot going on. And this is how I feel talking about that other SEC.
Is this a good thing in that it takes the focus off of all these other things around college sports, puts it back on the field? And this was a tremendous, exciting football game.
It was an amazing day for college football, and that was really the centerpiece. But yeah, this is the time of year when a lot of the other stuff sort of takes the back seat to football. Now, there's still a lot going on. There's still, a ton of money issues. Florida State's quarterback is, a state's attorney in Florida is deciding whether or not to charge him with sexual assault right now. So it's not like the number 1 team in the country is out of the water here. Ohio State got into an on-field brawl with its rival Michigan on Saturday. So there's still a lot of things going on. But when you have a game that is as remarkable as the Iron Bowl was on Saturday, people are going to talk about that rather than everything off the field for once in college sports.
All right, Ben Cohen, good stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you.